Lots of glitter, 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 glitter. We have a shoe. Like, it's not Louboutin, but it's a shoe. Made sure to wear a shoe for you. Do you recognize this pattern? You should. I believe you have a dress made out of that pattern. I found these at a thrift store and I almost shit my pants. Alright, so I'm going to need to speak to the force of nature that is Willam Belli. So the rest of you can go make stuff with power tools or practice your harmonies or... Yeah. Willam, bitch! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. My dearest Willam, you hate it when videos dick around, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. You are the reason that I am into drag as much as I am now. It's true. You introduced me to a ton of stuff in a short amount of time. You're one of my comfort queens. I watch a smattering of things on YouTube daily, and then I'll end the day with you, usually. You, or Alaska, or Coco Peru. But mainly you, because you have a shit ton of content, and you upload all the time. Beat Down, Paint Me Bitch, unboxing a top trash mountain. It is so much fun to watch you. One of the main things that resonates with me so deeply about you as a performer, and you as just like yourself, I think, because it's kind of one and the same. The type of person, or you're just you. Joyful, giddy, mischievous nature. You're just so excited to be doing whatever it is that you're doing. You have this gleeful, curious, excited way of being, and it's infectious to watch. You're as gorgeous in drag as you are out of drag. Like, just as gorgeous. You have this amazing ability to draw attention to your beauty, but your personality is always what shines through. More people who wear makeup and fun, interesting clothes, they should take notes on how to not let your outfit be the most interesting thing about you. When I started watching you, it was like most people, it was Nip Tuck back in the day. Nip Tuck is one of my all-time favorite shows. I mean, up to a certain season, I think they kind of lost it there towards the end. And I rewatched the scenes, and it's such a powerful performance. Not only just being real and having real reactions, but it's like believable reactions, if that makes sense. You just completely nailed it. The scene with Matt where he gets angry with you and takes his anger out on you, that is really hard to watch. I winced and almost cried. But back in the day when I saw that the first time, I remember thinking like, wow, I love that performer. Like, who does that? I keep losing you and refinding you throughout my life, because then I had no idea you were a drag performer. So lost sight of you for a while, and then I found you again in EastSiders, another one of my favorite shows. You have really good taste with the work that you do. Now, you don't have to take any role that is offered to you. I mean, it's stupid to turn down a gig, but you get what I'm saying. You have a good ear for writing, I think, because you are a good writer. So I guess technically Hurricane Bianca was before EastSiders. It was around the same time because it was on Netflix. So yeah, it was like I got reacquainted with you, and again, dropped the ball. I have another video I did about drag that you could watch if you want to for more details. But the next time that I realized that you were on the interwebs, I saw the video of you doing an unboxing with the 3-tit breastplate, ripped open some poppers, and you were just like living life, being yourself. I was so excited to have found you again and find like actually just like you content, just you. I have to mention Super Drags. Super Drags was really, really fun. Most people think you're a villain anyway, so it's not that far of a jump. You did a great job, and I didn't know it was you. Fun side note, we share a credits. I did background for the show What I Like About You, and you were a waitress on that show. You know, gigs. Gigging out of control. You're so moving and such a talented actor. It made me wonder why your career out of drag didn't go further, or why we don't see more of you just in, random things. As another iconic performer, Elvira, said, she, was asked the same thing. Like, why weren't you out of Elvira drag more? And she was like, well, either I can take a chance on some random script that may or may not go somewhere, or I can stay where my die-hard loyal fans and the money is. Well played. It does bum me out though that way before Drag Race, like all the way up until Drag Race, you have this huge body of work, and then sadly all people associate you with is the drama of that show, that one show at that one time in history. I did mention on my other video, I don't actively watch Drag Race. There's so much coverage of it. I know of it from other queens that talk about it, from you in Alaska, your podcast. That's the only way I really know how to support the queens, but not support a reality show that, in my opinion, just my opinion, but it could be a lot better. It could be a lot more respectful to everybody that's involved, just my opinion. But your place in that, in the lexicon, in the Drag Race history and the lexicon of Drag Race. I love that you are in rarefied air and you're the only one. You're the only one. I love that you stand up for yourself. Stand up for people that you care about, that you love. You did such an amazing job with the way all of that came down, because you didn't go bury your head in the sand. You didn't shrink away. You just stood your ground. You did what you had to do, or should I say contractually obligated to do. Carried on and kicked ass and went on your merry way. And I'm proud of you. As a singer, you have such a gorgeous, strong voice. I always want to say DMV. That's not. The DWV era, the AAA Girls era, your solo stuff. It's all hilarious. It's well written. It's well sung. Top of the Billboard charts good. I really appreciate that is a facet of you as a performer that you are confident in, but at the same time, that's just part of your shit. Shit. Anyway, my shit just fell over. It's really hard to find good production stuff these days. Boy has a bottom in 2 languages. Bitch work. I have this wonderful piece of literature. You can see I'm almost done. I like to savor books. I don't like ripping through them in a short amount of time. So I take my time, I savor them, I enjoy them. The pictures are just absolutely gorgeous. The wash me on the back. This rainbow fantasy right here is amazing. Like fishy fishness of the fishiest order. I know it's not hot off the presses. I know I'm always tardy to the party, but I feel like I'm bringing it back. I have your glitter on, like I was saying. Got your glitter. I also have 2 of your lip lacquers, and I have a shirt. Your creativity and your talent extends all the way to that stuff as well. And I'm not saying that because I like you as a performer. I'm saying that as a consumer and as a fellow artist. You want to put your own unique spin on something. You don't just want to do the same thing that everybody else does. You don't want to just chuck in the same shit. And that's really refreshing. That's why I'm a patron as well as a fan. When I watch your content, you're an actual drag queen critiquing other drag queens. Like, I know what you're saying is legit. I love how funny and quick-witted and acid-tongued you are, but at the same time, you teach me stuff too. Just something that you say as an aside really is an insight into like, drag culture, or just the way you feel about things in the drag community or whatever. It's a learning experience as well as a fun, entertaining experience. It's my favorite type of content. But I know that when you are speaking from your heart, reading someone or giving them shit, I know that you also love them and would cut a bitch if they tried to fuck with one of your sisters. So I really appreciate that about you. And that you so genuinely love drag. I realize that there's a huge faction of people that love to hate on you for whatever reason. You dead defy Mama Ru, or you're controversial sometimes, blah, 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 blah. They're just hating because you have the confidence to speak your truth all the time. You have the confidence to throw a joke out there, even if it doesn't land. And you have the confidence to say that you're sorry and try to do better when you fuck up. For people who aren't able to do that, that's a big threat. Just gonna leave that there. You may say like worthy things, but you also have the biggest heart, and you can tell that. And you look absolutely gorgeous while doing it. And your looks, like, I think I left a comment one time on one of your videos, like, you look in clothes and hoe gear like I always wanted to look. Since I was little, I wanted to be long-legged and long-torsoed and beautiful shouldered and high cheekboned and beautiful cornflower blue eyes and blonde haired. Like, I really, like, you look sickening. Sometimes I just walk on and stare at you because you're breathtaking and you're gorgeous. And I love your aesthetic. It's like Cali chic, kind of party girl, kind of 90s a little bit, early 2000s, sex kitten-y meets fun, down to earth girl next door that's actually really smart, and she'll beat you at chess, but she'll also drink you at the table. Like, that's what I feel when I look at your aesthetic. I love that you can't help but make things. Art, contraptions, looks, music, one-liners, quips. You'll just pick up a power drill and make a dildo Christmas tree, you know? I mean, like, being an artist, you have to have those outlets or you go crazy. So I love that you integrate that into your content. It's fun to watch. I love that you're a classy person. You're a classy bitch. Most people think it means bougie and well-bred. No. Classy means that you can slip into any group of people from any walk of life and be yourself but still match the energy of the room. If you watch the Kimchi Paint Me Bitch, it's completely different than the Trixie Mattel Paint Me Bitch. Unique to the person that's painting you. You meet the painter in the middle too with their vision. Trust and accept that whatever they're gonna do is sick, and it always is. Just run with it. In theater, we gotta commit or else it's shit. And you can use that one. Through your content, through your various video types and stuff like that, you helped me get to know a lot of people on a candid level, not just a poised and polished and, you know, media coached other media outlet. The springboard that you gave me into the drag community is so amazing. You just chucked me in there and swam around, you know. I feel like I was swimming around in there with you. It was beautiful and it helped connect dots. And you looked gorgeous while doing it. Now, hear me out. This part you might get mad at me for, and I understand if you do. I haven't seen you live. I haven't seen any live drag. I saw one show a long time ago, and the vibe was off, and it's no excuse, but I just want you to know that I won't be surprised by anything I see. I'm just gonna be excited and impressed, I think. I get a sense of who you are from your content really well, and I can't wait to like kick it up a notch and see it in, you know, in 3D. Well, I guess we're always in 3D. 4D. I'm always on a budget, either time-wise or money-wise, or single mama game. It's unforgiving sometimes, but I can't wait. And on a serious note, shenanigans and going on and over the top and offensive sometimes and shocking. At the heart of all that really shiny, sexy, looks good on you armor that's on the outside, I know deep on the inside, there's a very shy, sweet, adorable little boy. Didn't give up on who he was as a person, no matter how hard it got for him. He didn't give up on living his truth or speaking his truth. He didn't flag on any of that. And because that little guy didn't, we now have this powerhouse, inspirational creature, goddess. The list goes on. But now we have you. So I really, really want to say thank you for all the times where I've witnessed you, because it's been on camera, I've witnessed you being authentic, being real, being sweet, being kind to people, even if it's with a little smack on the ass thrown in there for good measure. And anybody who can't see that about you and just sees the flashy, shiny armor, that we all have to grow as a queer person, because otherwise we'll get ripped to shreds every day and be a heap on the floor and not want to carry on. Anybody who can't see past that, obviously, they have no room to speak. Their opinion does not matter. See you. And you look gorgeous while doing it. Casual Willam, full-on glam Willam, feisty Willam, reserved, kind of powered down, low social battery Willam. I see someone who loves drag with all their heart, someone who has worked really hard, and they're self-made, and they're not resting on the laurels of any one thing that they've done. They're moving forward and collabing with their sisters and just doing the best they can, live their best life, and it's inspiring. And I only know all of that because I've met my own self that deep. I've been digging through all the bullshit, trying to find the little girl that I once was, and dust her off and fix her little, I'm sure cute and 80s style outfit. And I think my inner child and your inner child would be good friends. Or at least who we were as kids, I think we would have been good friends. Because we're the same age. We actually have a lot in common. Theater kids, have a penchant for thrift store shopping, not a big fan of any type of clutter. I am super minimalistic, if you couldn't tell by my setup here. All you see is a backdrop of me. Not unlike you. Not unlike the beatdown. Penchant for 90s hip hop. We love well executed art, and we're not afraid to call out the bullshit, because it's one of the things I love about the beatdown is that you'll call a bitch out for being outlandish, but you will also give them props when you like an aspect of it, or you will give them constructive criticism. And I love that. Me too. Do it all the time. Oh, and we also have, I have a fear of deep water. You're completely helpless in the water. Humans can't breathe and we can't move quickly, so you're completely at the mercy of the ocean. I totally get that. I will say, it's Jaws' fault. Goddamn Spielberg. It's Jaws the movie's fault that people are so afraid of sharks. I don't think that this big, beautiful, prehistoric animal is gonna wanna seek you out specifically. You're tall and lanky enough that it would be like eating a meal and using a toothpick at the same time for a shark. So they're not going to go that far. I get the being afraid of a shark, but I saw a cartoon one time, a little hand-drawn cartoon. It was the divers in the cages, and it showed a shark coming by. His thoughts were, oh no, that tiny human is trapped. I gotta set them free. And then it shows them gnawing on the cage. So maybe think of it that way. Think of sharks as misunderstood. And I know you respect them because you respect animals in general, but picture them gnawing on the cage to set someone free. Maybe that'll help. Thank you, Willam Belli, for all that you've done so far and for being yourself and for creating a space within your content and on your channel. I'm sure at any gigs that you go to where people can be 100% who they are and still strive to be better people. Because I'm quite sure it ain't easy being a perfect specimen. I know from experience. But despite any adversity that you faced, any kind of bullshit, any kind of up or down in your career, you still churn out really good stuff. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for kickstarting my dive back into drag that I now pretty much just live here, for being just a gorgeous goddess all the time, putting things out into the world that you can be proud of. I really appreciate that. It's really hard to pull off the right blend of cuntiness and inspiring, but you do it well. And because I'm so close to you, I'm in San Diego, you're in LA, so I fully plan on coming to a live gig as soon as possible. When I jumped back into drag, it was right at the tail end of all the COVID insanity, so which we're still kind of in, or is it over? Apparently we're just done now, so that's good. But anyway, maybe one of the last Thursday of the month gigs. I'm working on it. Might take me a minute, but I'll get there. I'm gonna try my hardest not to like cry on you or make a jackass of myself because I'm so excited to finally meet you and be in your presence. So thank you. Thanks for everything. Hope you appreciated my look. It's supposed to be a tribute to you, not trying to step on your tuck and steal your look, but it's such a fun look. So thank you. I'm very excited. I look forward to the next thing, whatever that is. No, it's going to be amazing and fun and well made, not unlike yourself. I'll keep watching and rewatching your stuff and enjoying it the same amount each time until I see you at a live show.